Hey everyone, I'm Mike, and this is For the Record. Today, I have a twofer. We're going to be doing two product reviews. One's not really a complicated review, but the other one is a little more in-depth. I will say that I had every intention on having my camera in a different position, just to kind of show you one of the products, but I'm having complications with my tripod, so I'm going to do my best to present everything here, and I hope you enjoy the product reviews. I'm working on getting my tripod working a little better for me. So we are doing two product reviews brought to you by Hudson HiFi and their acrylic platter mat, and a nice little all-in-one record cleaning kit by KAIU is how I pronounce it. Okay. I'm going to start with the not so complex Hudson HiFi acrylic platter mat. You know, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. When I look at products, I look at them, I think, differently than most people who do product reviews. I kind of focus on affordability and simply does the product do what it's supposed to do, and upgrades, and is it worth doing, or is the product really worth getting, or is it just a complete waste of money? So we're going to start with Hudson HiFi's acrylic platter mat. Okay, not so complex, yet a great addition to a great upgrade to any turntable. So first thing I'll talk about is, well, it's an acrylic platter mat. Get something here. It's an acrylic platter mat. How can you screw that up, right? Well, let's talk about the design. Okay, it's 3 millimeters thick, which seems to be the average for a platter mat, whether it's cork or whatever material you're using. And you have the center drilled out, so your record label can lay in there, and then that way your record can lay flat on the platter mat. So affordability, it's definitely affordable. It's like $20 to $22, which is fine. It's very affordable and a great upgrade to any turntable, whether you have a $99 turntable or $400 or $500 turntable. The point of the acrylic platter mat is to Hudson HiFi's acrylic platter mat is to lessen the vibrations or dampen the vibrations, so you have better contact with your stylus to your vinyl record. And it works. I don't have fancy equipment, okay, but it works, and I can hear a difference. It definitely works. Definitely dampens the sound. It definitely gives you a better sound. And I think what it comes down to is, would you prefer a solid color or a transparent? Now, let me talk about the color for a minute, okay? Because when Hudson HiFi asked me what color I wanted, I honestly, I didn't care. I really wasn't looking for something to review on color. I was more of, okay, let's see what this thing is, and let's see if it works. And at first, I said, I don't care, send me anything. Send me red. That's fine. So they sent me one that they told me is red. Now, after I used it for a while, I started paying more attention to the sound. More attention to the color. So I was kind of thrown off, only because, again, I don't care about the color. I didn't get the red because I truly wanted red. Whatever color didn't really make a difference to me. But the more I used it, the more I noticed that this really isn't red. So if you're purchasing a transparent color, just keep in mind that it may not be the color that you're expecting. Okay, if I had ordered this and I got this, I would be disappointed because Hudson HiFi said, well, it's red, and under certain or specific or certain light, it's going to look pink. And to be quite honest, no matter what light it's under, it's pink, something between a pink and an orange, which isn't really a bad color, but it's just not the color I would have expected. So just keep that in mind when you buy one. And I do recommend. These are very affordable. Again, very affordable. They work very well. And I think you'll be happy with it. I myself reached out to Hudson HiFi and said, could you send me another one, because I just want to kind of compare. So they were happy to. They sent me another one. They sent me a solid white, which I actually prefer. This is the one that is typically on my turntable that I use every day. Okay, I don't listen to music, but when I do, I use Hudson HiFi. Actually, I do listen to music all the time. So this is the Platter mat that is on my turntable all the time. I like this one. The solid color I prefer. I'm not sure of the variety of solid colors they have. When I put the transparent pink orange acrylic platter mat on my turntable, I realized, I didn't think about it until after I did it. Like, I have like an aluminum platter, and it's just a platter. You know, it's not very pretty. So when you put the transparent color on it, I look at it as like an ugly turntable. But the solid white color covers that up, and I like the solid color. I like the solid white. So what I would like to see is, what I was saying was, I'm not aware of their solid colors. I know all the ones I've seen, Hudson HiFi, that the ones that they have are transparent green, blue, yellow. I'm not sure of the solid colors. So really put some thought into what color you choose. I haven't seen many of solid. What I would like to see is a solid red, and just a more variety of solid colors. I'm not sure what they have for solid colors, but I prefer the solid color. So did I mention that this is drilled out, so your record label fits nicely in there, and then your vinyl record sits nice and flat on the Hudson HiFi acrylic platter mat. What can I say? It works. It dampens the sound, gives you your stylus a better contact with your vinyl record, and it certainly works. And again, this is the acrylic platter mat that I primarily use. So I recommend it, absolutely. And for like $22, again, it's a great and inexpensive upgrade to any turntable. I highly recommend Hudson HiFi's acrylic platter mat. It's certainly better than that. So, any questions? Feel free to leave questions down below. I will leave links to Hudson HiFi again down below. That's really it. What can I say? That's it. I recommend it. Moving on to the second product review. I would have liked to have my camera in a different angle to kind of show me actually using this product, but I'm going to do my best to explain what this is. I'll tell you what, I have never seen a more complete record cleaning kit than I have with KAIU's record cleaning kit. It's not perfect. It may not be great for any of you, and I recommend it, but I'm going to talk about some things that I like and I dislike. What am I going to start with first? This is the kit. You have everything you need to clean your record in this one kit. I've never seen a kit as complete as this. Some of it is great, some of it, some issues, but we're going to talk about all that. And again, I wish I had my camera in another angle, but we don't, so we're going to do our best. I'm going to talk about each and every product that is in this kit, This kit retails for I think it's $27, which is bad. You have, let me show you the kit one more time. Okay, everything you need. Everything you need. You have this little disc here that you put on your record label, so when you're cleaning it, it doesn't get all over your record label. You have a Stylus cleaner. This is my new go-to cleaner now. This is actually really neat. It doubles as, you can put your little makeup on. I'm just kidding. Alrighty. It works really well. It does. This is my new go-to. This is your Stylus cleaner. This is your velvet brush. I'm going to talk about that. Nice solid wood handle. It's not plastic or hollow. It's a solid wood handle. I believe that's oak. My point of contact with Kai, I believe it's oak, if I remember correctly, which is not a cheap wood. This is a anti-static brush. Okay, and we're all familiar with that, with what that is anyway. I like it. It's heavy. It's not very light. It's got some weight to it. You have your record cleaning solution. Little spray bottle. I hope I get this done before my phone dies. And it doesn't look like much, but this little rag has a lot of bang to it. So basically, that's everything, including the instructions. The instructions, what I'm going to say is, excuse me, itchy nose. What I'm going to say is, what I'm going to say is my opinion, and I try to be unbiased, but I don't really like the instructions because they're, the way I clean my records, it's kind of, some of it is misleading, and this step right over here for using a velvet brush this step is, in my opinion, just a waste of time. So basically what the instructions, I'm just going to go through instructions and try to explain it best I can. So the first step is step 1. Okay? And basically what it says is it explains how you use your anti-static brush. Okay? And it just says holding the bronze brush body, flip the handle, and it says expose the carbon fiber brush. And then it says step 2, hold the bronze brush body and gently place the carbon fiber brush on a spinning vinyl record. Okay, but what this shows is this shows you taking your carbon fiber and going with the this is how I interpret it, with your record, and that's not really how you use a carbon fiber brush. You have your record on your turntable, you place your carbon fiber brush, place your carbon fiber brush on the record as it spins, so you're going basically against the record, and then you just kind of flick the dust off it. So the instructions, how I interpret it, I think it's kind of misleading. It's my opinion. And then it goes on. It just says how to clean your anti-static brush and flip the, which I'm sure anybody who with half a brain can figure that out. And then I think one of the biggest misconceptions with these instructions is the velvet or felt. I keep saying, is it velvet? Felt brush. This was the instructions for this. So basically, what this is more of a deep cleaning. This is for a deep cleaning. Now, I have a I have a felt brush. I was looking at these instructions here. I have this. I have one similar to this, an older one that, you know, these brushes don't really do anything but really, because they don't get into the grooves like say a goat's hair brush does. This is what I use for deep cleaning. These don't really get into the grooves. They just more or less, and I've tried using this, and it doesn't do a very good job cleaning the record. It's definitely not as clean as if you do a deep cleaning with a goat's hair brush. And I did see a difference. So Kai is improving this, and I made some recommendations, and they're working on that. So I'm hoping that, you know, this just doesn't do it for me. Okay, the cleaning process for the instructions, in my opinion, are kind of a waste of time because you're not really cleaning the record effectively with this brush. Now, it was pointed out to me by Kai that this is not cheap, and I'm not saying it is cheap. This is a solid, I believe, oak. All right, this is real wood, solid, and it's not cheap. And I don't want it to come off as I'm saying, as it, interpreting it to be cheap. It just, for what this, it just doesn't work effectively. Okay, not the brush, not the cleaning brush particularly, but no matter what kind of felt or velvet brush you use, those brushes, in my opinion, are outdated, and you do a much better job deep cleaning a record with a goat's hair brush. Okay, that's just my opinion. And I've cleaned a lot of records with this, and it just doesn't do a good job. Some may disagree, some may agree, but that's what I found using this. This isn't cheap, but it just doesn't work effectively. The instructions explain, take the velvet, not felt, the velvet brush, and you are to kind of wipe your record. And you, it says, appears that it says it does, it cleans, and it is somewhat of anti-static, and will get rid of some of the static. The brush simply doesn't work very well, not only when it's wet, but when it's dry, it's even worse. It just, you're not getting into the grooves. You know, you're a flat surface, and the only thing you're really doing is pushing any dirt or fiber or dust or particles into your record. It's not effective at cleaning it. So that's the one thing I did not like in this kit. It's nice that everything's all together, but not a very effective cleaning brush. Not just this, but any velvet brush. Excuse me. So I'm not a fan of this. Okay, I have one. I meant to dig it out. I have it on my shelf right over here. I have one. It's the old one where it's a red velvet. Every record collector kind of knows what I'm talking about. So this one thing is being improved, and I'll do an update video when that's done. So they are working on improving this. And so let's see, I talked about cleaning. Oh, and also it explains also that it's to be used with the record cleaner, okay, cleaning. But again, it just doesn't work effectively whether it's dry. It's even worse when it's whether it's wet or dry. It's even worse when it's dry because you're just pushing everything around. Those are the instructions here. Okay. Let's see here. So like I said, I have been using this for a while now, and I mean, in the end, I made some changes to these instructions for myself, and that is more effective. And I really don't want to go into that. I want to do If you're interested in how I use this kit myself, leave a comment down below, and I will show you the changes I made with how I clean my records using this kit. I don't follow these instructions. I kind of clean them, and really everybody cleans their records differently. But if you're interested in how I clean records with the KAIU record cleaning kit, I'll be more than happy to do the video. Just leave a comment down below and we'll see if anybody's interested. But you can adapt this to your cleaning, the way you clean your records. You can adapt this kit however you want to do it. The instructions really are just more of a guide, but you really don't have to follow them. So you have your disc, which, you know, it's a little piece of, like, what is it, kind of plastic or rubber it is. But as funny as it looks, it actually works, and I actually use it. I actually put it on my record, I spray the cleaner, and I clean my records. I actually use that. So that's a nice little, funny little thing. It doesn't look like much, but it works. Let's see, this rag. I wasn't impressed with this before I used it, but I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, this is the rag I use now. I, again, was not impressed when I first saw this, but when I started using it, it's a tiny little thing, but it folded correctly. I was very happy with how it performed. Very happy with it. I fold it like this, and then if you're interested, again, if you're interested to see how I clean my records with the KAIU cleaning kit, let me know, and I'll be happy to show you. But I totally love this rag. It doesn't look like much, but boy, does it work. It's a little carbon, not carbon fiber. I don't know what kind of material it is. Let's see, a brain fart. Microfiber. That's what I meant to say. Microfiber rag. Again, doesn't look like much, but certainly get a lot of bang for your buck with this. It really works well. I talked about your anti-static. It works well. Definitely nice. It's not cheap. It's got some weight to it, and I have mine right up there somewhere. I use it. This is a very nice, stylish. Looks nice, and doesn't take much weight because it's to push down on a record because it's got some weight itself. So, whoops. So certainly works very well. Definitely worth the money. Alone, paying $20-something for it, I think is what I said. $27 for the kit. You know, the big part of this is your record cleaning solution. You know, record cleaner. A record cleaning kit isn't anything if you don't have the proper record cleaning solution. Oop, pop the cap off that one. Whoops. Okay. Again, your record cleaning kit isn't anything if you don't have a good record cleaning solution. And boy, does this thing work. KAIU definitely got it right. Whatever this is, and I believe, I'm gonna assume, because it smells the same. I smelt it. It smells the same. So I'm gonna assume that it is your Stylus cleaner is exactly the same as your record cleaning solution. I'm assuming. Okay. Definitely works. The instructions tell you to use your little disc on your record label, and then you spray this, give it a little bit, and then you can use your velvet brush to clean, which I don't like, and then you use your rag to wipe the solution off the record, let it dry. And again, this is a good solution. It is actually, I've actually gone through quite a bit. I'm almost like halfway. I have a couple of different kits here, and I have the one I actually use is almost half gone, and it works. It actually is very effective, and it cleans your records very well. So whatever solution KAIU is using, I wouldn't change that at all. The KAIU cleaning solution alone is worth $27. okay? But you get this in their kit. We're going to talk about refills in just a moment. You know what? We need a refill because you're going to go through it. Let's talk about your Stylus cleaner. How can you screw that up, right? This, I'll tell you what, I'm not going to say what I've used in the past, but I've replaced that with I've replaced what I used to use for my Stylus cleaner with KAIU's Stylus cleaner. This is what I primarily use now. It looks like a little makeup brush, and apparently when you drop it, it foams. That's what it looks like. Little don't do that. I don't know what this, don't get this in your eyes. I'm not sure what it'll do. But I'll tell you what I do is, you know, how do you use this? Well, basically what you do is you never want to take this to scrub. Okay, if anybody is not familiar with this kind of a Stylus cleaner, you don't want to go sideways or forward or back. You want to go one direction, and you basically go from back. You lightly, just not much. You just put it there and then go towards you. So as you're holding the stylus, you have your stylus. You just go from back. I wish I could show you again. You basically go from the back and you just pull it towards you. Okay. I really feel I want to show you the proper way to do it. So let me see. All right, we're going to do a little pretend here, okay? So, because I want you to get an idea, and again, I can't, my tripod is not working right now. So, basically, what you want to do is, you don't want it to be completely soaked, because your solution is filled to the top. So what I do is, I bring it to the top, and I give it a little shake, and get most of the solution off. It doesn't have to be completely soaked, because then your stylus is going to be completely saturated. You don't want to do that. So we're going to pretend this is your toner arm and this is your stylus right here. Okay? So what you want to do is, you don't want to go like this. You don't want to go like this. One direction. You just want to take it. Okay? And again, this is your toner arm and this is your stylus right here. Okay? Oop. Okay. You just want to take it. And you want to go one direction. You want to go from the back to the front. Just like that. I personally do it. I think it tells you to do a couple times or however many times needed. I do it like 3 or 4 times. I go 1, I rotate it, 2, rotate it, 3. And then that's it. And it works. It might work just one, but I just have a tendency of doing it like 3 or 4 times. Once. Just like that. That's all you need to do. And this is a very effective way to clean your stylus. Okay? I highly recommend this kit. They don't sell these separately. All this is available in the kit. Okay? So, I hope that lame presentation of how you use your stylus cleaner, I hope you understand. Any questions, feel free to ask. It's pretty self-explanatory. You never want to go back and forth. You want to go from back to front just once. Not much pressure at all either. This works. This has replaced the way I used to clean my stylus. So what happens when your fluid runs low? Well, you have to buy the kit again. That's the downside. And then you end up with all these different... It's going to take you a while to go through this, to go through the fluid, but eventually you are going to run dry. So you'd be forced to buy the whole kit again. So I talked to Kai, and they said they're working on I think they said a 32-ounce bottle that you can purchase. It's not available right now as far as I know. They're working on it, hopefully soon, that it's going to be available. Again, I think they said it was going to be like a 32-ounce bottle. They might have different sizes, I don't know. But once you run dry, you'll be able to refill your cleaning solution. They are currently working on that. I don't have a date on that, and when I do, I'll let all of you know. So all in all, do I or do I not recommend KAIU's record cleaning kit? You know, from the negative things I saw, I do recommend it because for less than $30, you have everything you need to clean your records. We all do it differently. We all clean our records differently, and you can adapt. You can adapt the way you clean your records with KAIU's record cleaning kit. You can follow it to a T if you want to. Again, all of us clean our records differently, but you can certainly adapt this record cleaning kit to how you clean your records. If I've said it once or twice in this video, if you're interested how I adapt KAIU's record cleaning kit to how I clean my records, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll be more than happy to. I'll do my best to do a better presentation than I just did with the Stylus cleaner. But I didn't think of that until I just did it. So I recommend it. KAIU's record cleaning kit, everything you need for your record cleaning needs. Inexpensive, definitely worth the $27, less than $30. What can I say? Everything you need is right here. And they are improving their record cleaning brush. That's kind of one of the things I didn't, obviously one of the things I didn't like. So I definitely recommend it. I will leave the link to where you can buy KAIU's record cleaning kit in the description down below. And if you end up getting it, I would like to hear I would like to hear your comments on how you feel about it. I like to kind of see how everybody adapts this to their record cleaning style, and how you feel about it, because everybody's going to have a different opinion. But again, I do like the fact that everything is in one box, displays well, and that's it. I think that's everything. Yep. Yeah, I talked about the two things that I think needed improving. But again, I do recommend KAIU's record cleaning kit. That is it. I hope everybody has a beautiful weekend. And KAIU and Hudson HiFi, thank you so much for allowing me to do this, to do these product reviews. And that's it, everybody. I'm Mike. This is For the Record. Peace.